Okay, we're just gonna jump in today. Where'd my OBS go? There we are. Okay, new song at Amy's request is gonna be our warm up today. First, we're gonna play the top two lines, then we will play the next two lines. Okay, so who here does not know this song, Olam Chesed? Great. Okay. So this is, it was written by a conservative rabbi out in California who's now married to Neshama Carlbach. I'm blanking on his name. Menachem Creditor. And became kind of the Jewish anthem of the resistance movement, I would say, over the last 6-7 months. 6-7 years. Rabbi Susan's gotten arrested a number of times singing this song. To give you a sense, I've been arrested singing this song. But we sing it in services somewhat regularly. It's great words. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. We must build this world of, however we're translating Chesed, kindness, love, whatever it is. So usually when we do it at CRC, we'll sing Olam Chesed Yibaneh, yadadai, 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 and then a series of other English lines, right? We must build this world from love if we build this world from... And there's, right, all sorts of variations. Okay, that was my quick introduction to this. We're going to sing this in two different keys. We're going to start in the key of... Everyone look above. What key do we think this is? Just looking at those chords above me. Okay, I see a lot of C's. Yeah, your options are C. Even better answer would be, there you go, Amy's getting extra credit here, A minor. A minor and C are actually the same key. They're called a relative minor or the relative major of each other. Who here plays any piano? Right, so if you play any piano at all, you put your thumb down on a C, right? And you play a scale. You play all the white notes, and it's a C scale. You don't need to press any black notes to play a C scale, right? Start that same exact scale on an A note, and you're playing an A minor scale, which is to say that they're the same scale, an A minor and a C, so you can say we're in either key. We're starting on an A minor, so usually we would call this a minor key. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play it once through, and then we will all jump in. It shouldn't be too hard. Oh,
okay,
yep.
Just to clarify that, you go A to A to A, and you don't touch any black notes. And that's the A minor.
You have played an A minor scale, exactly. And if you go C to C with the exact same notes, you will have played an C major scale. And if you start on one of the other notes, you start getting into what's called modes, Mixolydian and all sorts of things like that. But we're not going to deal with that, at least not yet. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Amy. So you can hear the minor there. Now go ahead and start that same thing on the C. And you can hear that it's major there, right? Exact same notes played just from a different starting point. Okay, there you go. That was really helpful. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this. I'm going to play through it once and then invite y'all to join in. I'm turning on original sound and muting everyone so we don't get too much of an echo. Okay, goes like this. You're not hearing me?
I can't hear.
Huh. You don't hear me at all?
I can tell that you're playing, but it's not picking up what you're...
Yeah, let's see why that is.
Talking fine.
You can hear me talking right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's so weird.
What's the strum, Rabbi?
Hold on. Let me figure out why. What about now? I have a theory. Yeah, there's some sort of, it's wiping it out somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out where that is. Shouldn't be there. I'm not even using the Yeti. Echo cancellation's not on. I can try one more thing. Let's try this. Blue. What about now? Can you hear me? Yeah? You hear me speaking? Let me see if you hear me playing. No idea what's going on with that other one, but okay. Welcome back. Okay. Here we go. Let me just turn that up. I turned that down earlier. Sorry for having to listen to the microphone moving sounds. And I can make me big. I know some people like when I do the spotlight. Okay. Here we go. Goes like this. And we'll figure out a strum after I play through it once. I don't know what the strum is first. Goes like this. Olam chesed yibaneh, yadadai, yadadai. That's the first line. So let's go ahead and get into a basic strum together here. Down, up, 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 down, up. Just have the first down be loud. Each of the successive ones can be kind of soft across it. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. How's that feel? Do we have that rhythm going? Give it a lot more on the downs. And just every few downs, not every one. Play that rhythm with me, where I'm making that occasional down. Right? Okay, now let's try this at this rhythm. Let's see what this feels like. Olam chesed. Here comes the G. G. Yida F. Yida G. Yida A minor. Again, first line. A minor goes to G. Here comes F. Now G. Back to A minor. Okay, now go to the next line. C. C. Lam. Chesed. Yeba. G. 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 Now here comes F. F. Now G. Go to A minor. Do that line again from the beginning. C. C. Lam. Chesed. Yeba. G. Now F. F. Now G. Now A minor. Okay, from the top. Olam chesed yeba G. Yida F. Yida G. Yida A minor. Do that line again. Olam chesed yeba G. Here comes F. F. Yida G. Yida A minor. Second line. Here comes C. C. Lam. Chesed. Yeba G. Yida F. Yida G. Yida A minor. Do that line again. Here we go. Now C. Lam. Chesed. Yeba G. Okay, how'd that feel?
I can see you sneaking in a G-Fest 2 in there.
Yeah, you know, you gotta start playing around with that stuff when you have those there. Exactly. Okay, now let's play the same thing again, except play the bottom two lines instead of the top two lines. Meaning we're gonna play the exact same thing, except what key are we in now? Who could tell us? What key are we in? Yeah, we're either in D minor or F. There we go. Good. Yeah. So those are our options, D minor or F. And again, if you were to play the scale on a piano, it would be all of the same notes, just starting from a different spot. This will include some of those black notes, though, because the F or the D minor scale includes those. Okay. So here we go. Let's try playing this. It goes like this. And this is actually a much nicer key, at least for me to sing in. Another one was a little low. Okay, we ready? Here we go. From the top. Olam chesed yebasi. Here comes a B flat. Get ready for it. Yida B flat, Yida C, Yida D minor. Again. Olam chesed yebasi. Get ready for B flat. B flat goes to C, goes to D minor. Here comes F. F lam chesed yebasi. Yida B flat, Yida C, Yida D minor. And again, here we go to the F. F lam chesed yebasi. Yida B flat, Yida C, Yida D minor. Okay, how'd it feel in that key? A little more middling, right? Because this key has the D minor and the B flat, which are definitely tougher chords than the A minor and the F, right? We're definitely subbing in tougher chords here, which is good. That's the whole point of playing this in a couple keys. Any notes, any questions on that before we move on? Yeah, Michelle.
When you are doing the yai to die, can you just do the yai to die a little slowly so we could hear exactly?
I'm gonna, as soon as we're done, before we move on, I'm gonna play it exactly how I would play it on my own, and that way it's on the recording for folks.
And it will know when to change the key.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Michelle.
You weren't playing that same strum the whole time, were you?
I was on that one. Yeah,
Sure.
I was.
Okay. 'Cause
So
it kind of sounded like there was something different, but
So one of the things we've been playing with, really as a basic technique. Let me switch back to. Let's see. There we go. As a basic technique, right? And I think you've been here since we've talked about it. I'm going to turn on the original sound so you can hear just a little better. Is this idea of thinking of this as a record player, where our wrist is the motor that's spinning it, and so our wrist needs to stay at a constant speed. And then our finger is like the needle. And when you hear something is when the finger goes down. It's not when the record rotates. The record keeps spinning, but when you want to listen to it, you put the needle down, right? Makes sense, right? As a so what we're trying to do with this kind of strum is get our wrists moving at that speed and used to feeling that speed. And then the difference in whatever I was doing that you're hearing is just how soft or hard I was doing it. And so you can actually, right? Right, there's a solid rhythm that you can hear that comes across there, even though I am playing every down and every up. So that's definitely something just to work on as you're playing through this. And that's why I really like starting if you're having trouble finding a strum, just start with that quick up and down to get your wrist in the right speed, and everything from there just follows. Okay, did that answer your question? Or raise more questions?
Sort of, because, well, yes, it may, because the next question is, how do I do that?
How do you do which piece? The rhythm that I was doing kind of thing?
Yes.
So yeah, so go ahead. Let's all go ahead and do that, right? So take your left hand and keep it gently on top of these strings. Don't play a chord, right? So that when you strum, you just get that. And that way we're just messing with our strums, right? So let's all go ahead and drop into down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, right? 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... Okay, here's what I want us to do now. I want us to play the 1 and the 3 louder than everything else. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Are you able to do that? Yeah? Okay. That basic rhythm that we're adding in, right? So let's go back to it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get each one now. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. Keep playing with me. Don't lose the rhythm. In a moment, what we're going to do is we're going to emphasize the ups instead of the downs. So it helps to do this. You got to say it. You can't do it without saying it. So sing this with me. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2. Okay, you got to be able to say it. Ready? Because here's what we're going to do. I want you to say and play the ands harder than the numbers. Here we go. 2, 3 and go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2. Here we go. Back to normal now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, now we're going to emphasize the 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 2, 4. 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. 2, 4. 2, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and back to the ands. Here we go now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and back to normal now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and stop. Okay, are you tired? I'm kind of tired from doing that. How did that feel? That's actually probably a helpful exercise.
That is amazingly hard to go up.
Right? Yeah. To get that going. But there's all sorts of times when you're going to want to be able to do that. Like, right, it gives a polka kind of feel to it. It gives a reggae feel. Right? Basically, every Bob Marley song has a strum kind of like this. Okay. I'm going to play Olam Chesed once through, just recording, and then we are going to go on. Here we go. Sorry, I was like halfway in both keys there. Here we go. I'm playing in D minor. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Sliding that B flat up, that's just a C. Olam chesed yibaneh. Right, that's C. Oh, yadadai, yadadai, that's C, yadadai. Olam chesed yibaneh. Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Okay. So if you want to play around with other strums, that's at least how I would play it, but there's 1,000 other ways to play it. Okay. Let's speaking of, well, do we want to hear, let's open this up. Do we want to do more strum work and go back to our 3-5-3-5 pattern that we were working on? Or do we want to go do our finger picking work and go back to Hallelujah?
I have a suggestion. The only thing I wished is that you could do the going up pattern that you just did a teeny bit slower. Just the up part. The other parts I think are fine.
The up pattern I just did.
No, going when you go up. The hard one. One, up.
Oh yeah, so you can do that on your own at any speed you want, right? This is a really easy exercise to do on your own. I would recommend putting a metronome if you want from your phone on there, but right, all you're gonna do is you're just gonna count yourself up. So let me mute everyone. So right, whatever speed you want to get that into, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And then the key is to say it out loud. You're not going to be able to do it unless you say it out loud. And then start singing the part you want to play louder. And just make sure your strumming hand goes along with your voice, right? And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? And whatever you're doing, do it that way. And it doesn't really matter how fast you're going. I mean, you can work your rhythm up, but stay in a beat, stay in a groove, get a metronome going. Or even, by the way, this is a great exercise you can do with the radio because you're not playing any chords. So put on a song, put on a radio, put on like whatever you're listening to, and just sit there and find the groove, right? And try playing. Right? Play along to the rhythm of it and don't even worry about the chords. So you can do it that way as well.
Let's do Learning to Fly in 3-5.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll do that. Here we go. Let me find a way. Where should I throw myself? Like that. Okay, I chopped in the lyrics here for us. Who here knows this song? Who doesn't know this song at all? No clue. Okay. So it might be worth listening to on YouTube or whatever it is. Let me see if I can make those lyrics just a little bigger. Am I correct in thinking that will be helpful for people? Okay. Okay. Learning to fly, we stumbled into last week, actually, because we were playing around with a different chord progression. So here's our strum, right? And it actually goes along nicely with the exercise that we just did. So just get into that down, up. Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Pretty gentle here, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, feel it. Now instead of 1 and, we're going to count to 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, keep going with that hand. So we're going to get used to is doing 3 and then 5 and then 3 and then 5. So we're going to count that together. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, keep playing. How does that feel? Actually, you can't keep playing because I'm going to have you show me your thumbs and we can't do both things at once. Can you count that out loud and strum that? How does that feel? Ish. I'm seeing lots of ish. We're going to do that a few more times then. Okay? Would it help to slow it down just a little? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 2, 3, up 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 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep doing that. Okay, so when you count to 8 instead of 4, it means that the ups are going to be your even numbers, and the odds are going to be your down numbers. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Your downs are going to be your even numbers. Sorry, your downs are going to be your odd numbers. Your ups are going to be your even numbers. So let's do this together. Get back into the groove. Just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, now you really got to be able to say it. Right now the exercise is saying it. Here we go now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 2, 3, up 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 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to start playing this with the chords. If you find it hard to do with the chords, go back to just the strum. The strum's really what we're working on. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit as we add in the chords. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Here we go. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. C, 2, 3, 4, 5. A minor, 2, 3. G, 2, 3, 4, 5. F, C. A minor, G. F, C. A minor, G. F, C, A minor, G. Say those with me. F, C, A minor, G. 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 Keep going. Keep saying it. F, C, A minor, G. F, C, A minor, G. Okay, pause for a second. How did that feel? Thumbs? Lots of middles here. Lots of middles here.
What you're doing, Danny? Are you doing F3, C5, A minor 3, G5?
You got it. Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly what's happening. That's why I recommend. Sean says they find it easier to just count to 8 and remember that it changes after 3. You can do it that way if you want. The other way you can do it is ignore the numbers if your wrist is going at the right speed and just say the chords with me, because I'm saying the chords at the moment they change, and you'll hear that we're kind of rushing the C and rushing the G, that they get in there quicker than you'd expect. So if you say it with me, that might help too. Whatever way works for you. Count to 3 and 5, count to 8, say the chords with me, just feel the rhythm, whatever it goes. Okay, here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Here we go now. F, C, A minor, G. 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 Keep going now. F, C, A minor, G. F, C, A minor, and G. F, C, A minor, G. F, C, A minor, G. One more time. F, C, A minor, G. And end on a C. Okay. How did it feel that time?
I can't get in the 5. It seems like it's 3, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3.
So we're in a 4-4 count here. So keep it in a 4-4 and you should find it there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That would be, if you're having trouble finding it, that's the exercise I would sit and do. I would just sit there, and you got to say it. If you don't say it, it doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can do it the way that I was doing it. Down 2, 3, up 2, 3, 4, 5. F 2, 3, C 2, 3, 4, 5. A minor 2, 3, G 2, 3, 4, 5. F 2, 3, C 2, 3, 4, 5. A minor 2, 3, G 2, 3, 4, 5. F 2, 3, C 2, 3, 4, 5. A minor 2, 3, G. However that exercise works best for you. Something like that is what I would practice. Yeah, Linda.
Are you gonna play the song?
We can play the song. Yeah, should I play through it once for us? Goes like this. Well, I started out down a dirty road. I started out all alone. And the sun went down as I crossed them hills, and the town lit up as the world got still. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. It keeps going like that. So I put in a comma here for everyone in between each line where the set repeats over. So the F, C, A minor, G gets played for, well, I started out. And then there's a comma, so you know that you're going to play that whole set again for Down a Dirty Road. Down a dirty road. Which is to say that each line gets those 4 chords twice.
Is it possible to have you mark that at some point? Because it's hard. It's a little hard to figure that out. Where the chords go.
It's hard to figure out where the chords go. I agree. It would be hard to write it out because of he kind of like speaks it. Listen to the song is what I would recommend. Listen to it a few times on YouTube.
Okay.
We'll practice it on Saturday. If anybody wants to join, I'll send a Zoom out.
There you go. Great.
Around 4 or 4:30.
Okay, we've got it in a couple other keys, but I think we're not going to mess with other keys of this song right now. And instead, we're going to jump to our finger picking. Okay, this is good. We're getting a whole variety of stuff today. Okay, so let me find our little exercise that we did last time. There we go. Here was our homework. I hope everyone has diligently done their homework. The point of this homework was that you should be able to read tab by the time you finish doing this homework. So, right, this homework should sound something like this. Okay, so who can play that? Amy, can we put you on the spot? Will you unmute and play it for us? You can say no to that also. That's totally fine. We haven't done this before to people.
I'll do it. Yeah. Sorry. Wait a minute. I had it.
Don't worry about... Nice. Well done. Well done. Okay, let's all play through this 2 more times. Is there anyone who's still looking at this and is totally confused? Please be honest. Would love to know that. Ray is confused. Great. We appreciate your confusion. Okay, let's do an explanation of tablature one more time. I'm hoping by the time I explain it 5 or 6 times, eventually I'll figure out a way to teach this better. Okay, so what we're looking at here, you see that it's got the strings listed, right? From the bottom to the top, it says G, C, E, A. Those represent, of course, your G, your C, your E, and your A. A is closest to your toes. Okay. Anytime you see a number listed, you are supposed to pluck that string. So anytime you see a number listed, you pluck the string. So that G has a 0 there, right? Which means we are going to pluck that string with no finger on a fret. It's just going to be open is what the 0 means. 0 fret. And then there's a 0 on the C string, which means we're going to pluck it next. And then there's a 0 on the E string, which means we're going to pluck it next. And then there's a 3 on the A string, which means we're going to take a finger and we're going to put it on the 3rd fret of that A string. And then there's another 3, so we're going to play that note a second time. And then there's a 2, so we're going to put a finger on the 2nd fret instead. And then there's a 3, so we're going to play that 3. Okay, now the next note you can see is on the G string, all the way back down here. And this time it's a 2, so we're going to put a finger on the 2nd fret. We're going to pluck that G string. And then the next note is not the C string. We want it to be the C string. It's in fact the E string. We're skipping a string. You see that? And it's a 0, so we're going to pluck that. Then we're going backwards now to the C string, and it's a 0, so we're going to pluck it open. And then we've got the 0 on the A string, and we're going to pluck it. And then we got that whole pattern again. We got the 2 on the G. We got the open on the E. We got the open on the C. We got the open on the A. And now we've got a 3 on the E string is our next thing. Go ahead and play a G chord, by the way. That's what this next one is. It's a G chord, so if you can get your finger in that position, it'll help. We're going to play open on the G. Now we've got a 3 on the E string. See that? Now we've got a 2 on the C string. And a 2 on the A string. And we got that again. We got an open on the G string. We got a 3, 3rd fret on the E. A 2, 2nd fret on the C. And a 2nd fret on the A. Did that make sense, Ray? Okay, so playing that whole thing, it sounds like this. Yeah.
When you get to the G chord, how do you know, and why are you keeping your 3 fingers on a string at that point, instead of just playing the 3, the E chord, the E string in the 3rd fret, then the C in the 2nd fret?
Yeah. So you could just do it right, like literally like that, where you're sure you could do it that way, but part of what this is doing is teaching you, right, like to recognize that, oh, I see that, that's a G chord, and then you can just drop your hand down as a G chord, right? I don't want to push that too hard, so I don't care how you're doing it at this point. If you're doing it the other way, that's fine, but I'm hoping that's one of the things that'll just kind of sink in on its own through time. Yeah, Amy.
Rabbi Daniel?
Oh, yeah, Linda and then Amy. Go ahead.
So how would we know if we play it? Maybe I wasn't listening, so sorry if I wasn't listening. Should we play the G chord, or should we play each individual note, right?
Well, you're playing each individual note. You only play whatever the tablature shows you to play, but you can
Right.
get your left hand into that G chord position.
Okay. That was the only thing that confused me. Thank you.
I was having this same issue, and once I did it once, I figured it out, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm just going to put G there. But if I were just sight reading this for the first time, I wouldn't necessarily read that as a G until I sort of studied it. So I guess my question is, if you're just sort of sight reading,
The vast majority that you're going to see of the time that you're going to see tablature like this, it's going to have the chord over it. Not 90% of the time it has the chord over it, and then it helps, and then you know.
I wouldn't have necessarily known which fingers, if I were just plucking it per string and not knowing it's a G, how would I know what finger to use?
You wouldn't. It doesn't tell you that with tablature.
So there's no like rule of thumb, so to speak? No. Okay. Is that where the expression rule of thumb?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay. So now let's go ahead and play Hallelujah. I'm going to make myself disappear here. Okay. So this is a really basic pattern, right? It's just going up and down, up and down. From the top of the line, C. Now a minor chord. Now the C chord. Now the A minor chord. Do that again. C. A minor. C. A minor. One more time on this line and then we'll go on. Here we go. C. A minor. C. A minor. Okay, we're going on. Here comes the F. F. Now G. Now C. We're going to do G again. Do that whole line again. F. F. Now G. Now C. Now G. Again, F. Now G. Now C. Now G. Top, first line, go to C. C. Now A minor. Now C. We're going to go on after this first line. A minor. Here comes the F. F. Now G. Now C. Now G. Okay. Now we're going to do that next line. Ready? We're going to do it a few times. Let's look at this. Up to now, everything's gotten a full down and then an up, right? Meaning it's getting 6 counts. But look at this line. We've got our C, which will get the full 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then our F and our G are going to split up that 6, and we're just going to get 3 each, and we're just going to be going down each. So just follow the tablature. 2, open, 1, and then open, 2, 3, and then back to our regular pattern. 2. Okay, I'm going to play that whole line. Here we go now. C. F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, F, 2, 3. That line again. C. Here comes F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A minor, and F. We're going to do that line again. Here we go. C. F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A minor, F. Okay, from the top of the song, here's the C. Here we go. C. Now A minor. Now C. Now A minor. Here comes the second line. F. Now G. Now C. Now G. Here, Third line, C. Here comes the fast one. F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, F. Whole song again. Here we go from the top. C, A minor, C, A minor. Second line, F, G, C. Now G. Third line, here we go. C, F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, F. Okay, how's this feel? Thumbs. Okay, that's a solid improvement for most people, actually.
Daniel, how do we learn how to read music, look at the left hand, look at the right hand, all at the same time?
Slowly is the answer. Slow things down so that you can do that. And if there's, right, or take it piece by piece. Sit there and only do the top line until you can do that with the top line. And then do the second line until you can do it with the second line. And then do the first and second lines together until you can do the, right, I'm doing it that way. I'm trying to model how you should do it, but I'm zooming through and going from the next thing to the next thing. So just take that same exercise that we're doing and do it really slow until it becomes easy and natural. That's the key. Does that make sense? And it'll come. And the beautiful part about this is it's cumulative. So lots of the lessons you are learning now will immediately apply over to the next thing that you do with tablature. And in that sense, this is really no different than how you learn to do what you're talking about with chords on the screen and not tablature. You're just not used to tablature yet. It's something new and hard. So it'll come. Other questions, other thoughts before we go to page 2 of this? Looks like Grandma Judy. Yep.
Are you going to sing the words?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, let's do the next page and then we'll sing the whole thing. Yeah. Let's work our way through it. Okay. Here's our next page. Turn original sound back on. Here we go. Okay. So we're just gonna play the top line. Okay. Look at the end of this top line. Do you see that there's a 2 0 0 0 on top of each other? That lets you know that you're gonna strum it. That you're going to play all of them at one moment, right? Because it moves along the horizontal axis over time. So if they're on top of each other, you play them both at once. Make sense? Okay, I'm playing the top line. Here we go. It's going to be G, then E minor, then A minor. And we actually left off on the A string right before you strum that A minor. Do you see that there's a missing 0 there? That you should pluck the A string. It's supposed to be there. I just didn't put it there when I wrote this. I'm sorry. Right? So let's play that line together. Here we go with G. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E minor, 2, 3. Now A minor. Now the strum. Do that again. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, E minor. Now A minor. And strum. How does that feel? Quick show of thumbs. Great. We'll do it one more time and then we're going to go on. Here we go. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here comes E minor. And A minor. And strum. And of course, this next part's where the chorus begins, right? Halle. Into the F. Here we go. Halle, F, U. Halle, A minor. A minor. Now we're on that third line. Here we go. Bottom line. F. Go to C, and now G. And then it goes right back to our first page. So let's play this all together. Here we go. From the top. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A minor. C. A minor. F. Now G. Now C. Now G. Third line, here we go. C. Now F. Now G. Now A minor. Now F. Now G. E minor. A minor. And let's give it a strum. Halle F. Halle A minor. We're about to be on the final line. Here we go. Now the F. F. Halle C. Go to G. Back to C. Goes to A minor. Right, so these things just play in a loop. And you can play the whole song this way. Just by playing them in a loop. So from the top, it goes like this. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. Now we're on the second line. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Here comes the G, which is when Leonard Cohen's going to tell us what chords to play. It goes like this. The fourth, which is the F. The fifth, which is the G. The minor fall, which is your A minor. And the major lift, which is your F. Right? And we keep going. The baffled king. Composing hallelujah. 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 Yeah. I'd probably play it a little faster if I was playing it myself, right? That's about the speed I'd probably play it at. I heard there was a secret chord. Something like that. If you have not ever heard the Jeff Buckley version of this song, do yourself a favor and go listen to it. It's gorgeous and heartbreaking. Let me find a link to it, actually, and I can give everyone a link to it.
I like Katie Lang's version.
Does he
Gorgeous.
put in this key, Danny?
I don't remember what key he does it in.
I think he does it in G, which is, I think, easier.
Here you go. Good to be with everyone. I'm going to turn off the stream now, and what I will do